sites, and authentic.
Hello and welcome to Express News. In the next half an hour, we'll get you all the latest news and updates. My name is Abhishek Mahajan. We'll start with the top story. President of India, Draupadi Murmu, visited the Pradhan Mantri Sangrahalaya today. President became the first visitor to the Narendra Modi Gallery. Indian Army is celebrating the 76th Army Day with a grand parade in India's Uttar Pradesh's capital city, Lucknow. The parade witnessed 6 marching contingents, military band comprising of 5 regimental brass bands and 3 pipe bands. Artificial intelligence is being used to judge the best marching contingent, pipe band marching contingent with brass band. Indian Army Chief General Manoj Pandey inspected the parade at the parade ground. India's President Draupadi Murmu, who is the Supreme Commander of the country's armed forces, extended felicitations to the Indian Army. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi posted a video on his social media accounts. He said that Army Day honors the extraordinary courage, unwavering commitment and sacrifices of the country's army personnel. Prime Minister Narendra Modi released the first installment to 100,000 beneficiaries of a housing scheme titled PM Awas Yojana Grameen via video conference. Prime Minister Modi also interacted with the beneficiaries of the PM Janman on the occasion. PM Janman was launched for the socio-economic welfare of particularly vulnerable tribal groups on 15th November last year. India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar is on a 2-day visit to Iran commencing 14th of January. Discussions with the Iranian counterpart include bilateral, regional and international matters. Minister of State V. Muralidharan, who is on his 2-day visit to the UAE, conducted a series of industrial visits to the Emirates of Ras Al Khaimah on Sunday. Indian Army conducts firepower demonstration exercise Topchi at Indian state of Maharashtra. Exercise Topchi is an annual firepower demonstration by a regiment of artillery. The exercise showcases indigenously developed surveillance and weapon system. Student officers from defence colleges, Nepal Army and serving officers attended the event. Lieutenant Governor of India's Jammu and Kashmir, Manoj Sinha, said that the Union Territory's journey of transformation in the last 4 years stands as a testament to the PM Modi's courage and determination. He was speaking at the Prasar Bharati confluence in New Delhi. Indian Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan participates in a cleanliness drive at Gopalji Temple in Deoghar, Odisha. Chief Minister of Central Indian State, Madhya Pradesh, Dr. Mohan Yadav personally oversaw the meticulous preparation and packaging of 500,000 laddus in Ujjain to be sent for Ayodhya by January 21st. India's ruling party BJP President JP Nadda paints the party's lotus symbol during the launch of the wall writing program in Delhi. Starting Monday, a countrywide wall writing program has started with the slogan of Ek Baar Phir Modi Sarkar for general elections 2024. Amid the rising pollution in India's capital Delhi, the government has reinvoked the Graded Response Action Plan GRAP Stage 3 in Delhi. Under Stage 3, the construction and demolition activities have been banned in Delhi and restrictions on old vehicles are also imposed. A marathon race for world peace organized in Bodh Gaya of Indian state of Bihar. More than 1,200 runners from across the world took part in the marathon. Apart from Indian participants, a large number of runners from other countries including South Korea, Spain, America participated in the marathon organized under the banner Bodh Gaya Marathon for Global Peace. Ahead of the consecration ceremony of Ram Temple in Ayodhya, General Secretary of Sri Ram Janmabhoomi Tirth Kshetra Trust Champat Rai announced that the ceremony will take place at 12:20 p.m. on January 22nd. The Indian stocks touched new record highs. Sensex jumped 759.49 points to settle at lifetime high of 73,327.94. Nifty rose 202.90 points to close at 22,097.45. Rupee rose 6 paise to settle at 82.89 against the US dollar. Gold future maturing on 5th February 2024 stood at Rs 62,529 per 10 grams on Multi-Commodity Exchange of India Limited. Silver futures maturing on 5th March stood at Rs 72,670 per kg on the MCX. Brent crude oil was traded at around $78.20 a barrel. Asian markets, barring the ones in Japan and Taiwan, declined on Monday morning, while Japan's Nikkei opened on a positive note, gaining 0.52%. China's Shanghai tanked 0.37%. The dollar ebbed on Monday as investors revived their bets of early rate cuts by the Federal Reserve, while the yuan fell to a one-month low. Russian ruble climbed to a more than 6-month high against the dollar, euro and yuan, kept afloat by the start of largest state forex sales and limited demand for foreign currency at the start of the year from importers. Taiwan's stock market rose on the first trading day after election over the weekend, with the benchmark, the TWII, opening higher amid mixed Asian markets. North Korea conducted a test of its new solid-fuel hypersonic missile with intermediate range on Monday. South Korea's military condemned the North's missile launch, which Pyongyang claimed didn't pose a security threat to neighboring countries. Japan said that North Korea may carry out further provocations one day after Pyongyang tested an intermediate-range ballistic missile. Democratic and Republican leaders in the U.S. Congress unveiled a short-term spending bill that would avert a partial government shutdown and keep federal agencies operating into March. The bill aims to avert short-term chaos and buy more time to craft the complex spending legislation that funds government activity. Some government agencies are due to run out of funding by midnight on Friday. Guatemala's Congress resumed session on Sunday after an hour-long delay to the inauguration of Guatemalan President-elect Bernardo Arevalo and new lawmakers. Leftist Bernardo Arevalo was sworn in as Guatemala's new president after the ceremony was delayed for hours by hostile lawmakers. 6 suspects, including 17-year-old minor, following an explosive attack on Saturday against police facilities in Guayaquil City of Ecuador. Colombian President Gustavo Petro visited the site of a deadly mudslide where dozens were killed following heavy rains in the northwest. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz and Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock joined thousands of anti-far-right demonstrators in Potsdam and Berlin. Authorities in Mexico found 726 migrants in a warehouse in the central Mexican state of Tlaxcala. Among the migrants were 75 unaccompanied minors. 4 suspected human traffickers were also arrested at the site. Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump spoke with campaign volunteers in Des Moines, Iowa, as voters in the Midwestern state get ready to vote in the party's first nominating contest. Climate protesters interrupted Donald Trump's campaign rally in Iowa as a highly anticipated poll shows the former president maintains a big lead over other Republican candidates. Ukraine's presidential chief of staff Andrei Yermak said it was important that China was at the table in discussions over the peace formula process aimed at ending the war with its neighbor Russia. Thousands of angry German farmers on their tractors descended on Berlin to protest against the government's plans for higher taxes on farming operations and for fair prices for their products. Taiwan President-elect Lai Ching-te told a visiting U.S. delegation of former senior officials that he hopes that the U.S. will continue to support Taiwan. Taiwan announced that it will be severing diplomatic ties with Nauru after the Central Pacific Island nation declared its intentions to seek formal ties with China earlier the same day. Israel published video showing striking of Hezbollah targets in Lebanon after a guided missile from Lebanon killed an old woman and her son in a village in northern Israel. Relatives and friends of German nationals kidnapped by Hamas militants marched through the center of Berlin to mark 100 days of their captivity. Turkish intelligence struck 23 targets in Syria belonging to Kurdish militants on Sunday in retaliation for Turkish soldiers killed in Iraq. Heavy rains in Brazil's state of Rio de Janeiro this weekend have killed at least 11 people. Brazilian capital Rio de Janeiro streets and homes were flooded by heavy rains which brought down trees and caused landslides. The metro's line was also disrupted. A deadly mudslide on Sunday left at least 33 people dead and 20 injured after heavy rain slashed northwest Colombia. A volcano erupted in southwest Iceland early on Sunday, engulfing nearby buildings in flames. It was a second eruption in a month. A fountain of molten rock and smoke spewed from fissures in the ground across a wide area stretching close to the Icelandic town of Grindavik. Now, Chicagoans woke up to the sight of clouds of water vapor hovering over Lake Michigan as dangerously freezing temperatures swept across much of the United States. Video captured fierce winds and snow-covered runways at an airport in New York on Sunday as the whole of the U.S. has been facing wrath of a severe winter storm. Cold wave conditions continued to grip northern India, including the national capital New Delhi. The India Met Department has forecasted that cold to severe cold wave conditions are likely to continue over the plains of northwest India during the next 3 days. The India Met Department is also marking its 150th year of establishment. The celebration goes on year-long with a national level function on January 15, 2024. Makar Sankranti, an ancient Hindu festival, is being celebrated today, marking the transition of sun into the zodiac sign of Capricorn, known as Makara in Sanskrit. The festival is synonymous with harvest, kite flying and cultural across India. On the occasion of Makar Sankranti, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi performed cow service at his residence. Gorakhnath Temple in the Indian state of Uttar Pradesh lit up beautifully on the occasion of Indian festival Makar Sankranti. Devotees from across India participated in 15-day-long annual fair. On the auspicious occasion of Indian festival Makar Sankranti, devotees take a holy dip in river Ganga. Taking the dip in the holy river Ganga is considered sacred on this day. In a display of profound religious significance, devotees from different places gathered in Uttar Pradesh's Ayodhya at Saryu river bank and took a holy dip for a sacred Makar Sankranti ritual. The birds injured on the occasion of flying kites have been rescued by a birds lover organization in India's Gujarat and are being treated. India is celebrating the harvest season with festivities across the country. India's southern states are celebrating Pongal, a harvest festival that derives its name from Tamil word meaning spilling over. The festivities begin with boiling the season's first rice with milk and jaggery. Bhogi Pongal marks the beginning to 4-day-long festivities. India's northeastern state of Assam is also celebrating end of the harvesting season as Magh Bihu. The festival is also known as Bhogali Bihu and Maghar Domahi. Participants gather for the age-old tradition of Jallikattu competition in Tamil Nadu's Madurai. Participants demonstrate their prowess in handling ferocious bulls. Around 1,000 bulls and 600 bull tamers are expected to participate in the competition. In the United States, more than 200 Indian-American Tesla car owners held a unique musical show in a Maryland suburb of Washington, D.C. The event was organized to commemorate Ram Mandir Pran Pratishtha ceremony. Denmark's King Frederik X ascended the throne, succeeding his mother, Queen Margrethe II, who formally abdicated after 52 years as monarch, with large and admiring crowds gathered in the capital to witness history. After the abdication, the new monarch 55 was proclaimed king by Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen on the balcony of the Parliament building, Christiansborg Castle. Copenhagen's Tivoli Gardens lit up with fireworks on Sunday evening in honor of Denmark's new king, Frederik X. A white penguin with leucism was seen chilling in the icy climate of the Chilean Antarctica. The penguin is a female from the Gentoo species, which is normally distinguished by its black and white feathers. The Ukraine House in Davos put up an exhibit on Sunday showing TikTok videos filmed by Ukrainians during their daily life to show the world that life in the country continues despite the war. Spain rescued overnight 2 groups of migrants who were stranded near Gran Canaria coast in 2 wooden boats. The 80 men rescued were transported on a Coast Guard vessel to Arguenguen port. South Korea's famous trekking course of Hantangang River is witnessing a surge of tourists. The UNESCO Global Geopark has a floating bridge which provides a scenic view of the basalt gorge. Dance of the People was at headliner at the special New Year program titled Happy New Year Multicolor 2024, produced by Vietnam Television. The performance featured a unique combination of traditional and contemporary elements. Dance of the People was actually the sophomore release of guitarist Dung Pham, who compiled 11 folk-inspired rock tracks in his album. Trailer for the Indian adult fiction thriller film Fighter, starring Hrithik Roshan, Deepika Padukone and Anil Kapoor, has released. The film will hit the theatres on 25th January this year. Indian actor Prabhas unveiled the first poster of his new romantic horror film called The Raja Saab on the occasion of Indian festival Makar Sankranti. Trailer of recently released Bollywood thriller film Merry Christmas starring Katrina Kaif and Vijay Sethupathi was displayed at New York's Times Square. The British Academy of Film and Television Arts held its annual tea party in Beverly Hills to celebrate nominees for the industry's top awards. The BAFTA Film Awards nominations will be announced on 18th January. Hollywood stars put their best fashion foot forward on the red carpet at the 29th Critics' Choice Awards in Santa Monica in California. Christopher Nolan's biopic drama Oppenheimer, starring Cillian Murphy, led the 2024 Critics' Choice Awards with a total of 8 wins, including the Best Picture award. TV shows The Bear and Beef were among the big winners in the television category at the 29th Critics' Choice Awards, with 4 trophies each, followed by Succession with 3. American actor Emma Stone won the Best Actress Critics' Choice Award for her performance in comedy fantasy film Poor Things. American actor Paul Giamatti won Best Actor at the 2024 Critics' Choice Awards for his performance in the comedy drama film The Holdovers. Hollywood icon Harrison Ford was honored with the Career Achievement Awards at the Critics' Choice Awards. Ford is known for his work in the Indiana Jones and Star Wars series. Sports now. Half centuries from Yashasvi Jaiswal and Shivam Dubey helped India beat Afghanistan by 6 wickets in the second T20I in Indore. The Board of Control for Cricket in India has sought applications for national selectors position, leading to swirls of speculation over the fall guy from the existing full 5-member committee. The Indian women's hockey team outplayed New Zealand to secure a sensational 3-1 win in their second Pool B match in the FIH Hockey Olympic qualifiers. Coco Gauff calmed her opening round nerves to beat Slovakia's Anna Karolina Schmidlova 6-3, 6-0 at the Australian Open on Monday. Russian third seed Daniil Medvedev survived a scare as he fought back from a set down before his opponent Terence Atmanik quit in tears because of cramp in the Australian Open first round. Stefanos Tsitsipas was slow out of the blocks, but he quickly adjusted to accelerate to victory against Belgian lucky loser Zizou Bergs in his opening round. India Open 2024 badminton tournament will kick-start from Tuesday in New Delhi. Some of the best badminton players from around the world, including top Indian shuttlers H.S. Pranoy and Satvik Sairaj Rankireddy Chirag Shetty, will be in action. Indian shuttler H.S. Pranoy is really excited to play India Open in front of his home crowd. Pranoy said that his aim is to play consistent badminton and qualify for Paris Olympics. Real Madrid has been crowned Spanish Super Cup champions after a 4-1 demolition of bitter rivals Barcelona in Saudi Arabia. Vinicius Jr. scored a hat-trick to secure Real Madrid's third straight win in El Clasico and give them a 13th Super Cup success. Kenyan runner Agnes Getich broke the 10-kilometer world record in Valencia, shaving 28 seconds off the previous mark, becoming the first woman to run the distance in under 29 minutes. Alright, that's all we have in this edition of Express News. You stay tuned for more news and updates. Namaskar.